Our Friday briefing, and we have the Chief Minister coming later, but also now Chris Robertshaw. And really, you've got two items you want to talk about, but the Landlord and Tenant bill, the consultation deadline is approaching. How's it gone?
Well, actually, we're talking here about an extension to the consultation programme. The original date is now closed and gone, but there was something of a reaction to it from some quarters, a little bit of anxiety, and I thought it was important to do two things. First of all, to extend the consultation to give those who had those anxieties to have opportunity to express them. And secondly, I've encouraged the formation of a landlord association who can effectively lobby me and sort of kick me in the shins if they think that I'm out of order in certain cases.
Well, I mean, you put that forward. Yeah, you put that forward, but did they take the offer up? I mean, is there now an association?
Yes, there is. Yes.
Through what you said then? Ask them to get together to form
Yes, I met a number of landlords, I think about 10 days before Christmas, and it was a lively exchange.
Lively. Do you want to elaborate?
Well, I think some landlords perhaps are under the impression at the moment that the bill is trying to achieve more than it's setting out really to do. What it's setting out to do is something quite straightforward, and it's something which won't impact on the vast bulk of landlords, and it's to identify and establish a basic minimum standard threshold above which landlords should operate. I mean, that is it in its nutshell, really. And I think some people, not perhaps having had the chance to fully appreciate where we're going, have perhaps seen more in it that was really there. So the extension of the consultation has been an opportunity for more considered deliberation of it.
Your area, Douglas East, I mean, you've got the top end and you've got the bottom end, really. You've got the full spectrum. I mean, there are some areas of Douglas which really probably are the ones you're concentrating on with this, aren't you? The ones that really don't seem to be very inhabitable, almost.
Well, I think it's between 3 and 4% of properties are deemed to be not fit for human habitation, and in our society, I don't think that's acceptable. I think we have a duty of care to provide legislation which ensures that we deal with that over a period of time. So that's what the bill is intended to achieve.
And quite often social care budgets are being spent on this sort of rent, isn't it?
Yes, I think we pay out something in the region, I mean, I could be incorrect here, but I'm somewhere in the region of about £4 million in rent support, yeah.
Okay. And the other item you got, the development of services for people with a learning disability. Yeah. What's that about?
Well, what we're seeing here is a growth in demand for two fundamental reasons for provision of services to those with physical or learning disabilities. A, because the population is growing, and B, because of advances in healthcare, we're seeing people live longer. So there's a demand growth there. So as part of our rebalancing programme, we've got to identify where we've got to improve our services. And in fact, we're investing capital in a number of those areas. We've got 3 fundamental areas. We've got supported living at home. More and more people with these incapacities are saying, no, I want to live at home. So we're saying to ourselves, well, how can we achieve that? Then there's respite services. We've got plans over the next 3 years to significantly improve that with capital investment, including the introduction of 2 new community homes.
So this is all going to cost money, but of course you're in one of those departments that they're more favourable on you, aren't they? Giving you money. We have to spend this money, but at the same time we also have to be aware that we have to achieve ever more with budgets which aren't growing, and in some cases are contracting somewhat. And sometimes, you have to spend money to save it in the long term. So we're excited about some of these things that we're doing. We're improving, for example, how respite works. Respite, to some extent at the moment, is seen to be something which, quite rightly, gives the carer or the family a little bit of time to themselves. But we want to step it up from there. We want to say, well, how can we make the experience of the respite itself worthwhile and enjoyable for the individual
themselves. So we're talking about short holidays and nights away and this sort of thing.
Okay. Well, finally, I mean, the Chief Minister might or might not be doing some sort of reshuffle. Are you happy where you are? You're seen as a high flyer. You've got one of the tougher gigs.
I don't know about being a high flyer. I mean, I'm absolutely dedicated to what I'm doing. There's a long programme ahead of us, and I hope that the Chief Minister decides that I'm doing a good enough job to keep me in post.
And you're happy where you are? You don't want to move there?
No, I don't.